Hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn histology. Today, the tissue repair process, and after we've done it, we're gonna do shoulder impingement training. And if you participate in the shoulder impingement training, then it's very obvious. The repair process. The restoration of an injured tissue or organ is normal to normal structure and function depends entirely on whether parenchymal or stromal cell are active in the repair process. Okay, let's use it again. First thing on the other side. New cells originate by cell division from either the stroma, that is the supporting connective tissue, or the parenchyma, that are cells that constitute the tissue's or organ's functioning part. So stroma is what gives the whole organ the structure, and parenchyma is the thing which functions itself in the organ. I don't get it. By the heart, it would be the stroma, would be the wall of the heart, but the heart wall itself is beating. So what is now the functioning part? Are they the valves? Whatever. That is what is written here. I have no idea what it means. The restoration of an injured tissue or organ to normal structure and function depends entirely on whether parenchymal or stromal cells are active in the repair process. Okay, that is interesting. Where things, a part of the heart is functioning, and it is a difference whether a part of a structure of a cell is broken or something of a functioning part. This is a very interesting form. The cardinal factor in tissue repair is the capacity of parenchymal tissue to regenerate. Okay, the functional part, that is very important. This capacity in turn depends on the ability of parenchymal cells to replicate quickly. Okay, these cells have to be able to replicate quickly to make the repair possible. If parenchymal cells accomplish the repair, tissue regeneration is possible, and a near-perfect reconstruction of the injured tissue may occur. Yes, if they can repair themselves, it is repaired. However, if fibroblasts of a stroma are active in the repair, I just saw already that we're going to go now to scars. So, if fibroblasts of a stroma are active in the repair, the replacement tissue will be a new connective tissue. The fibroblasts synthesize collagen and other matrix materials that aggregate to form scar tissue, a process known as fibrosis. Okay, first, fibrosis is something with scars. I don't really get it, but the process of getting scars is fibrosis or whatever. That is, fibrosis means something with scars. Now, and that is happening if the stromal part, so the part which gives the organ the structure, has a problem. Now, if we're talking about the skin, because it's the most easy part to understand, I think. Yeah. So the functioning part would be whatever the skin can, let's just say it can feel something. And that can be damaged if by 5-degree burn or whatever. Then the skin can't feel anymore. And then the nerve cells would be damaged. That would be a functioning damage. I don't know, are the nerve cells part of the skin? Whatever. And the stromal part is just the structure of the skin itself, because I think that is good to imagine. And if that structure is damaged, then are there the fibroblasts, and these fibroblasts are something, I don't know, maybe we skipped it, whatever, fibroblast something, and they are used to repair it. And they are using collagen and also other types of materials, of matrix materials, to aggregate, I don't know what the word aggregate means, whatever, they're using some types of materials to make it healing again, but it leaves a scar because they are the stromal part and they are not able to do it perfectly. That is what we meant, but that's important, because that's a function of stromal part. And that is when fibrosis is described. Because scar tissue is not specialized to perform the functions of the parenchymal tissue, the original function of the tissue or organ is impaired. Because scar tissue is not specialized to perform the functions of the parenchymal tissue. Is it because then accidentally the stromal part has replaced the parenchymal part, and now the part which was previously parenchymal is now part of the stromal part? I don't know what you're saying, you know. The fibroblasts synthesize collagen and other matrix materials that aggregate to form scar tissue, a process known as fibrosis. Because scar tissue is not specialized to perform the functions of the parenchymal tissue, the original function of the tissue organ is impaired. Now, we're going to come back to it, so I think we're going to stay with that idea, which we just said, even if it's wrong, but I think it's right, that suddenly if there's something damaged, The stronger part is repairing it, and the part which was previously a functioning part, the parenchyma part which was doing some type of action, the heart pumping or whatever, with the valves going up and down, now it was damaged, and the stronger part kicks in, repairs it, but it suddenly becomes part of a structure, and no longer part of the functioning part. And now it doesn't work anymore. When tissue damage is extensive, as in large open wounds, both the connective tissue stroma and the parenchymal cells are active in repair. Okay, if the damage is big, then not only the structure but also the in. Yes, we can take it like a house. The stroma part are the walls, and the furniture in between are the parenchymal part. And if the damage is really big, then not just the wall is hit, but also the furniture inside. And then all are trying to repair. But the problem is, what we just said is the idea, it's still in speculation, maybe it's wrong, we're going to read it next time again. If the damage to the wall is so heavily that something on the inside is damaged, the whole structure, when someone has to make a new pillar into the middle of a room to keep the cellar, what is it called, the wall at the top of a building, to keep it from falling down. So now a new pillar is standing in the middle of the room and is hindering, disabling, whatever, the whole movement in the whole room. So if the damage to the house is so grave that the roof maybe falls in, someone has to build a pillar into the middle of the room, and now the furniture doesn't fit anymore, and probably people can't walk anymore properly. There's a pillar now standing in the middle of the room and disrupting the functioning of the furniture and the people living there. Both the connective tissue stroma and the parenchymal cells are active in repair. This repair involves the rapid cell division. This repair involves the rapid cell division of many fibroblasts and the manufacture of new collagen fibers to provide structural strength. So is it now so that the parenchymal part is doing the fibroblasts cell division and the other one are doing the collagen structure part? And that is the whole problem. It becomes an old wall because the ones are just building walls all the time. They're saying that how thing is breaking down, we're building walls. And at the end, it's no room anymore, it's just a big wall with a bunch of pillars in the middle. Okay, the ones in the middle trying to repair the furniture by duplicating them, and the one on the outside are collecting stones to build new walls. Blood capillaries are also sprout new buds to supply the healing tissue the material is needed. Blood capillaries also sprout new buds to supply the healing tissue the material. I think we just mean when there's a new infrastructure, so that blood supply can come into the part which has to heal. I understand what you mean. All these processes create an active growing connective tissue called granulation tissue. Okay, that part which is just not building, that scaffolding part, what is it called if some people are building something? That structure part, that scaffolding thing. What is it called when people have a big thing where a lot of houses are built? I don't know what it's called. Construction site. So the construction site where just now a new tissue is built is called granulation tissue. This new tissue forms across a wound or surgical incision to provide the framework stroma that supports the epithelial cells that migrate into the open area and fill it. Okay, they are coming with people and they're building, they are blocking it all, and they're building whatever, and it builds the framework, and now the other people can work there. The newly formed granulation tissue also secretes a fluid that kills bacteria. And also some people are coming there, and if they're working with their wrecking ball, they're putting their water where not so much dust is polluted into the air. Someone's working with a wrecking ball, they are spraying water there so that not all the dust from them, because when the cement and I don't know what it's called. The whole thing is if a house is with a wrecking ball smashed in, there's a lot of dust. And to reduce the amount of dust, they are spraying water. So, and basically they are coming now. Whatever some secretes are coming out to kill all the bacteria running around. We're having a little more, but we also have to show an impingement, right? Clinical application. Scar tissue can form adhesions, abnormal joining of tissues. Adhesions commonly form in the abdomen around the site of previous inflammation, such as an inflamed appendix, and they can develop after surgery. Although adhesions do not always cause problems, they can desecrate tissue flexibility, cause obstructions as the intestine, and make a subsequent operation more difficult. Whatever, some type of thing we have to do with scar tissue. That was the histology part. If you were here for histology, you can go to the next part of histology. Maybe we're going to do some arm stretching or something. We're going to do shoulder impingement training. If you're here for shoulder impingement training, then it's better if you participate in the shoulder. If you were here for histology, you can go to the next part of histology. If you're here for shoulder impingement training, participate. But if you participate in the shoulder impingement training, then it's better. Bis dahin geschaut, das ist weg, up, front, down. And backwards in front, up, back, down. And now, long arms, strong fists, and goes far back as you can with the shoulders. High up, in the front, down, back, up, front, down and up backwards. Up, back, down, front, up, back, and down. Now go a bit down into the knees, hinge forward with a straight back, let the arms hang, and pinch the scapulars together. With a foot. Now make fists, let the arms up instead, pinch the scapulars together. Let the arms down, and the shoulders in and around, pinch the scapulars together. Make fists, lift the arms up, and slip pinch the scapulars together. Arms up, shoulders down. Next exercise, into the knees, hinge forward, we stand with a long back, let the arms hang, make fists, turn the arms to the inside, lift the arms high up, bring them together, straighten up, shoulders down, together. So the arms high up, and together, shoulders down, and together. Release in and around into the knees, hinge forward, with a long back, let the arms hang, make fists, turn the arms to the inside, lift the arms high up, bring them together, straighten up, bring the shoulders down, and together. So the arms high up, together, the shoulders down, and together. And release. Just the arms up. If this exercise causes pain, then don't do it. Now the arms to the side and in front. And now we will lift the long arms, strong fists, shoulders down and together, and turn the arms to the inside. Arms to the outside, shoulders down, together. Arms to the inside, shoulders down, together. Arms to the outside, shoulders down, and release. Arms to the side, in front, turn the arms in front, shoulders down, together. Arms back, shoulders up, front. Arms in front, shoulders down, and together. Arms back, shoulders up, and front. Release. And now, a shrug, arms up. Shoulders up, and hold down. Arms up. Shoulders up, and hold down. Last time. Arms up. Shoulders up, and hold down. Now for better call, arms together. Down, and down, and together. And we'll do it last time. Now with sundial, you can use a sock or whatever. Have it with a long arm left outside. Let it fall down. And try to catch it again. And on the other side. Now stretching. One arm in front, shoulder is back and down. Pull the arm in and have flat fingers. Cover it back with the shoulder and turn the palm up to the sky. And the other arm in front. Shoulders back, down. Pull the arm in, have flat fingers. Try to release the arm. Cover it back with the shoulder. Then the palm up to the sky. This was a short impingement training. I thank you very much, and until next time.